to the Spooky Mom Show. I'm your host, the Spooky Mom, and this morning we are going to do a reading for the collective conscience. So please remember that these readings are solely for the collective conscience. Not every message is going to fit everybody. Not every reading will suit a situation. So please take what resonates and leave the rest, and don't try and make anything fit to the scenario that you're in. We would like to give a shout out to Death Wish Coffee for these beautiful mugs that they hand make. This one is from one of their collections, and they actually just brought back a very special mug to their website, and you may find in the comments in my bio section a link to check that mug out. It's a limited edition, and they've only made so many. So I've already gone ahead and done a pre-shuffle. This is one of the original vampire decks. This was actually given to me on my 16th birthday by a very dear friend of mine. This deck has traveled across Canada with me my whole life, and it is my favorite deck. I know a lot of you out there who watch these videos are also spiritually inclined, and you too have a favorite deck, and I would love to know what that is. So please leave a message in the comments and let me know. The message this morning from the universe is an interesting one, and it solely relates a lot around relationships, business. I don't know about a lot of you, but this week has been a bumpy ride. It has taught me a lot, and I have learned a lot about myself, especially when it comes to business, as my day job can be quite stressful at times. Last night I was awoken at 3:30 in the morning, and I have yet to go back to sleep. So it has already been a very long day. And it is 8:45 in the morning right now where I am. So I am exhausted, but my brain is overstimulated and ready to go. So let's dive right into this message, because I know a lot of you out there probably feel the same way, or having sleep issues, nightmares, dreaming of people that you haven't talked to in years. So the first card that came out was the Three of Pentacles. This card is telling you that you dwell too much in the past, and you are not looking enough to your future. You're always wondering about, well, what if I did it this way? What would have happened if I had have said this? What would have the outcome been if I had have done what this person told me to do? This card is telling you to let that go. Financially, if you want things to change in your world, you need to be that change. A lot of you out there play the victim, and the message that I'm getting right now is everything happens to you, nothing happens because of you. Let me say that again. Everything happens to you, nothing happens because of you. If you want to change things in your life, then you need to be that change. The Knight of Swords revolves around sleep, at least in this message it does. I had a very crazy dream last night about an individual coming back into my life who I haven't seen in many years. And I know a lot of you have cut certain people out of your life because of XYZ reasons, and that's okay. But lately, maybe you're dreaming of them, or you're seeing signs that remind you of this individual, and you haven't put 1 ounce of thought into them in probably 20 years. This is a lesson from the universe, as well as a warning that when you don't change your own behaviors, then patterns are going to repeat. If somebody did you dirty in the past, whether it be business or relationships, friendships, whatever the case may be, you too had a part to play in that, and you need to remember that. So learn your lesson and move on, and don't repeat old habits. It's very comfortable to go back and sit in your own mess and go, but this person said this and this person did that 20 years ago. They did it 20 years ago. Let it go and move on. The Hanged Man is telling you that you are living in your head too much. You're putting way too much thought into your past. You need to move forward. This all stems from be the change you want to see in the world. You cannot ask the universe for good things and act differently. If you don't act accordingly and do the necessary work that needs to be done to get the house, to own the business, to move up the ladder in the corporate world, to have the family, whatever it is that you are desperate to have, get off your back end and go and make the change. Change where you're working if you feel you're not moving up in the corporate world. Write the business plan. I know this came out in the last reading that I did, but a lot of you are sitting there with that idea and you're not putting pen to paper. You need to put the work in if you want things to be different for you. Hence why you keep dreaming of this person from the past, because you keep living in the past. There is a lesson to be learned. Move forward. If you don't know how to write a business plan, there are many wonderful templates on the internet that you can download for free. I actually know how to write business plans, and I can help people with that. But you have to make the effort. You have to have a solid foundation, and that foundation starts with yourself. Every single relationship that you have in your life, business, romantic, friendships, or otherwise, all start with you. How you treat yourself and how you show up in this world shows the world how they need to treat you and how they need to show up for you. If you're showing up to a business meeting in ripped jeans, a dirty shirt, unwashed, stinking, whatever, people will treat you like you are homeless. They will look down on you and they will not give you the time of day. Impressions are everything. When you show up in that freshly pressed business suit, washed, smelling good, feeling good, standing tall, owning your presence, taking up space, people tend to take you more seriously. They will listen to you. So remember that. How you show up in this world is how people are going to perceive you, and it is how they will treat you. How you treat yourself is how others are going to treat you. Remember that. The Two of Wands is telling you about a current relationship. I do feel like the Two of Wands is a romantic partnership, and the bond is strong, but you're not seeing eye to eye. You both very much love each other, but you argue more than you show up for each other. You tend to walk away from each other when you're fighting without coming to a resolution about the argument, and then the argument starts again, and it seems to be a vicious cycle. If you want the relationship to work, then again, you need to show up. It's not enough to expect your partner to cater to your thoughts and your feelings when you are not healthily addressing that to your partner. And it goes both ways. If your partner is not expressing their thoughts and feelings in a healthy manner to you, then you're not going to understand how they feel. And you can't fix a problem if you don't know about it. And they cannot fix their behaviors if they don't know about it. But you need to do it in a loving way. Relationships only last when you learn to help each other. It doesn't have to be 50-50 all the time because that is unrealistic. It can be 60-40. It can be 20-80. It can be 100% solely on one of you sometimes. That happens. But it's how you keep showing up for each other and supporting each other in those moments. Relationships are hard. How you work it out is on you. But if you are not addressing it in a healthy manner, nothing changes. You and your partner are the only two that can fix that relationship. And there's too much chatter around the outside that's causing it to be worse. No one else's opinion shouldn't matter. The Eight of Cups, for a lot of you, is telling you that you feel all you've ever had your whole life is lost opportunity. Everything is empty. You've lost everything. You're never going anywhere in life. Okay, this card is telling you to stop that. I want you to take a good long look at this card. Do you see all the empty cups that are standing upright? Do you see all the opportunity to fill those cups for yourself, or your friends, or your family, or your loved ones, or your business partners? This is opportunity to fill these cups. Just because two of the cups are over and spilt, this is telling you that those lost opportunities can be picked back up and refilled. Where you put your efforts will determine how those cups get filled. But remember, you need to fill your own cup. You need to show up for yourself. You need to stop living in your past and move forward. Look for the opportunities. Put yourself in situations where you're with like-minded people. You want to own that business? Then start going to business meetings. Go to business luncheons. There's all kinds, all over every city across Canada and in the US. Put yourself in rooms with people of power. Learn from these people. If you want better relationships, then go to relationship specialists. Again, they hold free seminars all the time. You just have to find them within your community. But no one is going to make you go. You have to try. If you don't try, then you're just going to sit in your mess. And it's a double-edged sword. You're going to sit with the poor me's, and nothing changes. And I'm here to tell you, it's on you. Be the change you want to see in this world. It's that simple. People love you and they want to help you, but you don't want to help yourself. And if you can't help yourself, then you can't expect anybody else to be picking up the pieces. Only you can fix what's wrong. There are opportunities around every corner, every day. Every day you get out of bed and your feet hit that floor, that's another opportunity to go at this world and make change in your own world and bring good things into it. I want you all to remember something. Nothing gets better without effort. But if you want people to treat you differently, then you show up differently. You love yourself differently. Let's close this out with one message. Let's see what our collective conscience can take into the world today. We need a message for the conscience to help them get through the day. Give them guidance and support. Let's see here. Oh, okay. All right. We have a message. The clever combatant looks to the effect of combined energy and does not require too much from individuals. Hence his ability to pick out the right men and utilize combined energy. This translates to combined energy equals teamwork. It is easier to lift a heavy weight with others than by ourselves. You can apply this to your decision making too. Seek advice from those who are more knowledgeable than you in specific areas, which will help you make better small choices. The more you know, the more opinions you will have. Get yourself out there. Put yourself in that business room. Get yourself in that relationship. But make sure that you're showing up for yourself first. And then all the other things will fall into place for you. I hope this reading helps some of you out there. And I want you all to remember, Spooky Mom loves you. Stay spooky.